Hello to you, my fellow Gooners, and welcome to Arsenal TV. This is my preview for Chelsea versus Arsenal at Stamford Bridge at 8:15 p.m. kickoff tomorrow. Now, what do we know about Chelsea at the moment? Well, Chelsea are currently sitting fourth in the Premier League with 12 wins, 3 draws, and 8 losses, and they're currently on 39 points. Now, last time out when Arsenal played against Chelsea at the Emirates, Chelsea came away with a 2-1 win. But Chelsea have been doing well under Frank Lampard, despite the most of their players in their squad are young players. Obviously, where they've had the 2-year transfer ban, and obviously losing Edwin Hazard to Real Madrid. But Frank Lampard has got Chelsea playing great football at the moment. I wasn't really all for Lampard going back to Chelsea as their manager, because I thought from him going from Derby County to Chelsea, I thought was a big massive step for him. But it's paid off, I think, and I think that he's doing quite well at Chelsea at the moment. Now, Chelsea last time out in the Premier League lost 1-0 away from home to Newcastle, and they dropped 2 points away from home, and those 2 points could really cost them in terms of staying in the Champions League places, unless if no other team catches them up behind them. Chelsea have got a very, very good record against Arsenal, and I think the last time Arsenal beat Chelsea at Stamford Bridge was when we won 5-2 or 5-3 with Robin van Persie scoring a hat-trick. Since then, we haven't really scored. We haven't really won at Stamford Bridge, and that's going back some years now. In terms of Arsenal, what do we know? Well, Arsenal is still 10th in the Premier League table with 6 wins, 11 draws, and 6 losses, and we are currently on 29 points. And our goal difference is -2. Now, for me, it's good that Arteta, has made improvements at Arsenal, but we need to start seeing results. We need to start getting results away from home and at home. As we know, last time out, Arsenal drew 1-1 at home against Sheffield United. And, it wasn't an easy game. But we was 1-0 up with Martinelli's goal. And then we switched off. And then when we switched off, switching off at the last crucial minute cost us the 3 points. And we dropped 2 points again. So, it's not that great at the moment for Arsenal. We're 20 days in to January, and yet we've actually seen no signings at Arsenal in terms of this window. Now, Arteta can only do so much in terms of, trying to improve the players that he's got, but he needs backing. He needs backing by the board, and at the moment, I don't see it. So if Mikel Arteta really wants to push us in the next level, the board need to help him. And at the minute, as I said, I'm not seeing it. I'm not confident in going into this game against Chelsea because we haven't won the game recently. And at the moment, there is still bad habits creeping in, such as us, switching off at the last minute. And that must be really frustrating Mikel Arteta, because he's giving the orders to the players, and sometimes I feel like that they're not taking it on board, and they're just doing what they're doing on the field. But they need to stop it. They need to keep their composure. If they go 1-0 down, keep your head up, keep going, push on to get that equaliser, or to push on, to go and get the win. Just don't switch off at a crucial point where it could cost you the game, and that's what Arsenal need to do. Now, if Arsenal want the Champions League spot via the Premier League, then Arsenal need to start picking up 3 points now. There's a couple of months left, so they've still got time to do it. But where we've seen other teams drop points, i.e. Chelsea, Leicester drop points, Man United have sort of been dropping points. Well, they did against, Liverpool, and Arsenal didn't capitalise on it. So they need to start picking up the 3 points if they want that Champions League spot. Personally, for me, I think that the Champions League places via the Premier League is dead and buried. I think the only way we can get back into the Champions League is to win Europa League, and even that's not going to be easy. So guys, with that said, I'm going to get into my predicted lineup for this game. I'm going with what I think that Mikel Arteta is going to go with. So starting off in goal, and that is Bernd Leno. Pretty plain and simple. Against Sheffield United, he could have done a little bit better with his distribution, but he is getting better at it. He wasn't really tested that much during the game. He wasn't threatened that much. It was more or less another quiet day at the office. He did make some good saves though during that game, but it's a plain and simple choice, so I'm going to go with Bernd Leno. We're going to go to the defensive area, the flat four. First off, at right back is Ainsley Maitland-Niles. I think he had a bad game against Sheffield United. I think it's probably one of his worst games so far under Mikel Arteta. But he needs to put that behind him, and he needs to get back up to speed again like he's done in the previous game. So I'm going to go with Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Playing at left back is going to be Bukayo Saka. I think Saka had a good game against Sheffield United. He got the assist for Martinelli's goal. Even though it's not ideal for him to be playing in that left back, but he's taking it on board. If he's getting first team football, he's doing it. So I admire that he's just getting on with it. His pace really does cause people problems. His defensive game isn't too bad, but that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with Saka. We're going to go to the two centre-halves. First off, I'm going to go with Mustafi. The first 10 minutes against Sheffield United, it was a bit ropey, very, very woeful. Same old Mustafi. But I think as he gradually got into the game, I actually thought he put in a solid performance. And hopefully he does the same again, puts in another good performance. So I'm going to go with Mustafi. Playing alongside him is going to be David Luiz. I thought David Luiz had a good game against Sheffield United. Made some critical blocks and to clear the ball out of the danger zone when needed. His long passing was really good. And I think he's really has improved under Mikel Arteta. And it'd be nice to see him put in another good performance in against his old club. So I'm going to go with David Luiz. We're going to go to the midfield area, the two that sit in front. First off, I'm going to go with Lucas Torreira. I thought Lucas Torreira had a good game against Sheffield United, put in a very, very good performance. Even though he got smacked in the face by the ball, he still got up, done his job. If that was anyone else, they would have went off and got done for, concussion and stuff like that. But he didn't. He's a tough cookie, and I hope that he does put in another good performance. So I'm going to go with Lucas Torreira. Playing alongside him is going to be Granit Xhaka. Pretty plain and simple choice. Against Sheffield United, I thought he had a really, really solid performance. Made a good clearance from the goal line against Sheffield United. I thought he played well. Kept midfield ticking over. Done his job. And I thought he played pretty well. So I'm going to go with Granit Xhaka. We're going to go to the attacking area, the three that sit in front. First off, out on the right, I'm going to go with Nicolas Pepe. I thought Nicolas Pepe had a good game against Sheffield United. I thought that he did put in a shift in. Moved very direct towards Sheffield United's backline. Did cause them a lot of problems. And I do think that against Sheffield United, he should have had a penalty. And I don't know why VAR didn't give it. But that's what I'm going to go with, Nicolas Pepe. Playing out on the left-hand side is going to be Gabriel Martinelli. I think at the moment Martinelli is showing his quality. And, he scored 9 goals in 10 starts. And that is brilliant for the age that he is. And I think he is going to be a superstar in the future. And Arsenal need to hang on to him. But I think that Martinelli, he's playing well. The opportunity he's been given, he's taken them by the scruff of the neck. And I think when Aubameyang comes back, I think maybe Martinelli might need to start over Lacazette, if I'm being completely honest. But I'm going to go with Gabriel Martinelli. Playing in that number 10 role is going to be Mesut Ozil. Against Sheffield United, wasn't a great game for him. Didn't create a lot of chances. Yeah, his work rate was good in terms of tracking back. But in terms of going forward, he wasn't really that great. And I think Mesut Ozil needs to step it up. he needs to start assisting and he needs to start scoring goals. But let's just see what happens. So I'm going to go with Mesut Ozil. Playing up front as a leading striker is going to be Alexandre Lacazette. For me, I don't think Lacazette... I don't know what's wrong with him. I honestly do not know. He's misfiring at the minute. Yeah, his work rate is good. But we need more than work rate. He needs to start producing goals. We know what Lacazette is capable of. He was Arsenal's player of the season last season. So I don't know why he's not playing great now. Maybe I think he might need to be dropped for a couple of games when Aubameyang comes back so he can get his head together. But at the minute, we've got no other option at the moment. And I'd rather Lacazette to play because he's vital to our team. So I'm going to go with Alexandre Lacazette. So guys, that has been a preview. That has been the predicted lineup. Let me know in the comments box, as always. Do you agree or do you disagree? What you keep, what you change, and let me know of your predicted score. My predicted score for this game, a draw 1-1. Guys, if you are new to Arsenal TV and this is your first time on the channel, you know what to do. Make sure you are smashing that subscribe button. Make sure you're hitting that notification bell so you do not miss a single upload. Making sure you're hitting that thumbs up button, which is very, very important. And making sure you are leaving your comments below. Guys, until my players' ratings after the game, I will see you lot soon. I am out of here.